Recent U.S. college graduates now have higher unemployment than high school dropouts, 5.8%. For the first time in modern history, the diploma became a liability. Entry-level tech job postings have collapsed over 50% since ChatGPT launched. This isn't a recession, it's an extinction event for knowledge work, and the data shows exactly which countries walked straight into the trap. For 40 years, one rule held: more education, less unemployment. That rule just broke. Look at unemployment for workers with advanced degrees across the G7. From 2005 to 2019, the college-educated were the safest workers on Earth, sub 3% unemployment, even during the financial crisis. Then something snapped. In the U.S., advanced education unemployment is climbing while blue-collar sectors stabilize. The premium is gone. Employers used to pay for a brain. Now they rent one from OpenAI for $20 a month. The workers being automated aren't cashiers or truckers. They're paralegals, analysts, junior coders, copywriters. The exact jobs a degree was supposed to guarantee. And every country that built its economy on send everyone to college is discovering the same brutal math. You can't out-credential a language model. Here's the counter-argument you're about to type in the comments. This is just a normal cycle. College still pays. Wait it out. Wrong. Because the countries that bet hardest on the college pipeline are the ones with the most exposure. Look at tertiary enrollment. South Korea pushed 98% of young adults into higher education. Canada, the US, the UK all cracked 80%. Germany, which kept vocational tracks alive, sits at 70%. Now overlay that with services as a share of GDP, the white-collar sector, AI, eats first. The US, 77%, UK, 79%, France, 70%. These economies didn't just produce graduates, they produced graduates for an economy that is now the primary target of automation. Germany's boring apprenticeship system suddenly looks like the smartest hedge of the century. The counter-argument dies here. This isn't cyclical, it's structural, and the countries that leaned in furthest are the most trapped. Zoom into the fresh casualties. Youth unemployment, ages 15 to 24, is where the AI shock hits first, because entry-level knowledge work is what large language models replicate best. In the UK, youth unemployment is climbing back toward 14%. France sits above 17%. Korea, despite its education obsession, is watching graduate youth unemployment spike. Even Japan, historically bulletproof, is drifting up. The pattern isn't recession-driven. GDP is fine. Corporate profits are at record highs. Companies are just choosing not to hire juniors. Why train a 22-year-old analyst for 2 years when Claude does 80% of the work today? The bottom rung of every career ladder is being sawed off in real time, and the generation holding $1.7 trillion in student debt is the one standing on it. Follow the money. Which countries are pouring capital into the exact technology displacing their own graduates? R&D as a share of GDP tells you. Korea leads the world at nearly 5%. The US crossed 3.5% and keeps climbing. Japan and Germany are close behind. This spending isn't going to factories. It's going to AI labs, cloud infrastructure, and automation software. The US alone will spend over $200 billion on AI capex in 2024. That is investment explicitly designed to reduce the marginal cost of cognitive labor to zero. So the same countries producing the most graduates are also funding the machine, replacing them. It's a closed loop of self-inflicted disruption. India is the wild card. Low R&D spend, but the largest pool of English-speaking service workers on Earth, and their IT sector is already announcing AI-first hiring freezes. Now, the smoking gun. If AI is really eating white-collar work, we should see it in the divergence between services-heavy economies and industrial ones. Compare the US and UK 77 to 79% services against Germany's 63%. Germany kept manufacturing. It kept apprenticeships. It refused to bet everything on the knowledge economy, and right now, its graduate unemployment is holding steady while the Anglosphere's is rising. This is the bait and switch made visible. For 30 years, elites told every parent in every country, services good, manufacturing bad, degree required. Countries that obeyed built economies that are now single point of failure exposed to a technology invented in 2022. The learn to code meme aged in dog years. Germany didn't listen. Germany looks smart. Here's the verdict. The college degree isn't worthless. It's just no longer a hedge. It's a leveraged bet on a specific kind of economy, and that economy is being rewritten by machines in real time. The countries that pushed hardest on tertiary education, that shifted furthest into services, that spend the most on R&D, are now the most exposed to the AI job shock, not the least. This is a generational bait and switch. Millennials and Gen Z were sold a ladder that's now missing its bottom 5 rungs. Anyone still saying, just get a degree, is giving 1998 advice in a 2025 economy. The safe bet became the risky bet, and the data has been screaming it for 2 years. If you want the numbers before the narrative catches up, subscribe. No hot takes, no vibes, just the charts that show what's actually happening to work, money, and power. New data breakdown every week.